Hi, everyone. Marissa Stone here, owner of the Systems Lounge and host of the brand spanking new Women's Biz Systems podcast. And I want to welcome you today to the 2019 Premier International Women's Business Systems Virtual Summit Speaker Spotlight Series, where you get to meet and greet many of our coveted speakers inside the summit. So not only do you get to learn about and learn from the best, you also get to support women coming out of domestic violence. So I want everybody to buckle up, get ready to skyrocket your income, multiply your productivity, and magnify your impact automagically. And today I am super stoked to be speaking with Desiree Martinez. She is in our speaker summit, and she is talking with us all about this idea of video marketing that converts. But today, we're going to dive into those early days of what it was like when she started videoing. Desiree, welcome. It's so good to have you here.
Thanks for having me. I look forward to this hot seat.
I know, the hot seat's always fun. So talk with us about your first moments, because when we were getting ready for this, you were telling me a little bit about how you started filming, right? You know, sweaty and using webcams and a window and really having to take that moment to get over filming in public. And every single one of us has dealt with a story like this. So share yours.
So this is kind of a two-parter. So my YouTube channel is Talking Head, where it's just me talking to you, the viewer, and teaching you something, hopefully giving you value and entertaining you along the way. Well, in order to get started with that, in order to be where I'm at today, where I'm not umming and weirding my way through it, I had to make some bad videos. And I made a lot of them. In fact, on my first month, I did this thing called Veda, where you vlog every day in August. I did 31 days of video because I was like, I gotta get this out of the way. So when I launched my YouTube channel, I actually was living in South Korea at the time, and South Korea is hot. And
understatement.
Oh yeah, it's like 100%. It's like 95 with like 100% humidity. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's not central air. It's not like in our houses in the States where like everything has air conditioning built in. There, it's like room by room that you have air conditioning and you control it that way. Well, the room I had selected to be my office in the house that we were renting had no air conditioning. And I clearly did not think that through in regards to like, I'm going to film. And so like I did like full hair and makeup and was like ready to crush it. And like within like 5 minutes of sitting there, I'm just like sweating everywhere. And I was like, this was a bad idea. Thank goodness for setting spray, right? Yeah. And so the other thing that I ran into too is I was just like trying to force like the joke, trying to force the flow. And because I think in my first video, I'm talking about content marketing calendars for August, like what you can do in August to give you ideas to create content to post on your business pages. And I was talking about football, like I wore like a Michigan Wolverine shirt because my family like bleeds blue. And like if you watch the video, like you can literally see this noticeable pause where I'm like, go blue. And then it like goes to this next like thing. Like I was trying really hard to like if I was to do this now, I'd be like, go blue, right? But it wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
And so it was just a mess. And then on top of it, so then I was sitting. So that's one of the things that I don't do when I film is I don't sit anymore. I was sitting at the time and I had a webcam on this like rinky dinky little like tripod that was like this big, like a foot tall, and it was on my desk. And I'm a hand talker, right? And I would hit my desk and it would shake the camera. And I didn't even occur to me that I was doing it until like I'm looking through the video and I was like, ugh, Desiree, get it together. And so that's what I did. So that was just one of those like really awkward moments for me, but it's kind of like you can't know what will or will not work unless you're continuously trying things out. Even today, even 2 years in, I am still always trying to find new ways to make my videos better. Yeah. I'm on my third set because I've moved because we're a military family I'm like improved my lighting, I've improved my angles, I've, what do I wear? Like, how does like my background look? Like, what do I do to keep it interesting? Like, what text can I add onto my screens? Like, I am still in this place where I'm trying to always make my videos better. And I think that the moment you become complacent when you're creating is the moment that you're probably failing.
Yeah.
So that's how I dealt with like that first part. And it's definitely interesting. It's hard watching yourself sometimes, but you have to do that. So
You have to do that. And I think it's extremely important that people understand that part. It's not enough just to record your first videos. You also have to go back and look at those videos and figure out, okay, what did I like about that? What did I not like about that? How can I tweak that and be better? Because no matter what we're doing, whether it's video editing or blogging or, building an online course or whatever it happens to be, you want to always be getting better and better at your craft.
Absolutely. And then when you also watch stuff too, you can come up with ideas for other things that you should make.
Yeah.
And so like that's how I get I have a whole like spreadsheet of just ideas of things that I want to do. So I mean, like right now, I think this week's video or next week's video is going to be about my content marketing failures. Nice. Because one of the things I've talked a lot about is like people have to test things out, and everyone hates testing because it might not work, which means they've wasted time and money, and that's when people just give up. And I'm like, well, you have to keep going forward. So
you got to do it.
One of those things, yeah. So the other thing that you asked me about was with filming in public.
Yeah.
So this one's always kind of weird, and I think that. Since we live in an Instagram, Snapchat story society, it's gotten easier because we'll just be out and about like,
right.
Guys, I'm doing this thing right now. Look at this cool. Like people kind of know, I think, more when they see the phone out nowadays that like what they're doing. And people I still think sometimes watch in like awe or admiration or curiosity. Like I know I do. I straight up will stare at people like, what are you doing? Watch what you're doing and be super creepy and awkward about it, like mouth open, eyes big and everything. But that's just because I have resting weird face, so whatever. Anyway, so but when it comes to having a camera, it gets different. So my first year actually of vlogging was in Korea because I was like, I live in Korea. I'm like, how unique is this opportunity?
Yeah.
And I'm like, my family's here. Like, we're going to do all these great things with our kids. We're doing all these cool things. So I did a vlog every single month of something that we did. And I recorded it with my phone. Like I didn't do a lot of fancy stuff. Like I had the older version of this phone I have right now, and I bought it right before I went to Korea because it had like the best camera on the market for the time. And I was like recording videos and like I would do things. It had like this cool fisheye lens. And I think the reason that it wasn't awkward for me is because even if I didn't have a camera in my face, I was stare at worthy because I was a blonde haired plus size woman in Korea.
Right.
So it's kind of like, I mean, I'm basically a walking
billboard.
But like the moment my children were with me, I was like, I might as well have been a pop star, like because they just like loved my children. My kids were the best there. And so just one of those kinds of things. So I think already knowing going into a situation like, well, I'm already weird everywhere I go. Why don't I just like make it extra weird and have my phone? And the other thing that I ran into that worked in my favor in that sense is Korea and like most Asian countries is like super cell phone focused. Like literally everywhere you go in Korea, it's all about going to take selfies.
Yeah.
To take beautiful photos. I remember once we went to this really beautiful cherry blossom festival and there were all these couples that were there and you saw people like had gone all out with the matching outfits and the great hair and makeup, men too, and they had like their tripods and their little gears and their selfie sticks. And they were like there to take like Instagram worthy photos everywhere that we went. It was a super vain thing, and I was like, oh man, you Koreans are crazy. Just to find out coming back to America that we do that here too. So I mean, it's just one of those kinds of things. So I think that what we have working for our favor nowadays is that we're becoming, I think, a culture where it's more common to see people with a camera pointed on themselves. It still intrigues people. It's not like it's like every third person has a camera, but I think it's more okay. And I also think it's important to remember something that's really important. If you ever get into a spot where you can pull out that camera or pull out your phone and point it on yourself, you have to remember those people don't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is that you're getting your message across and you're doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
My most recent experience of this is I was at a big conference called Super Zoo, which is a pet expo in Vegas, and I decided to do my weekly video about content marketing for retail establishments. And I scripted it out. I had my plan, and I went from like different booths all over the place with my big tripod and my big camera and my lapel mic, and I was recording my videos. I didn't care. I just set up, as long as I wasn't in anybody's way, as long as I wasn't intruding with the sale. But then when you're doing it, what's kind of interesting is it's a talking point. So people kind of stop behind my camera to see what I was doing, then ask me, "Oh, hey, what are you recording for? What are you doing?" And then gave me an easy opportunity to like hand them my business card. So it kind of puts you in like you're an interesting position to connect with people. So start like, I mean, I'm not saying like go buy a DSLR or a Canon right now and go start filming yourself all over the place, but start simple. Like again, my first year on YouTube was my cell phone, and I bought a webcam and I used a window, so I only could film when it was sunny outside. And like it was extra hard for me too because I live next to an Air Force base with fighter jets. So I mean,
yeah, and if you're on the go, it really is easy to come up with a tripod that you can take out with you to use your cell phone, set it up. I mean, I have a small travel one that is brilliant for stuff like that. I can carry it around and maneuver it wherever I'm going, and it's right there. And typically, because you're outside, you have the great lighting. So all you need is those two devices. So I love that you say that. Now, before we let you off of here, I want to take an opportunity and put you in the hot seat. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. What is your favorite food?
Ice cream.
What is your favorite beverage?
Iced tea.
Oh, nice. Both ice. All the cold stuff.
I live in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Okay. How about your favorite season of the year?
Probably winter.
Yeah.
I like winter clothes. I live in Phoenix, so winter is like everywhere else is fall.
Yeah. Okay, your favorite piece of technology?
Oh.
You only get one.
Probably my phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine trying to run my business on my phone, but probably my phone.
Yep. Okay, are you a morning or a night person?
Morning.
Gold or silver?
Silver.
Coffee or tea? And you said tea. Do you drink coffee at all?
Hate coffee.
I love that reaction. That was brilliant.
Hate coffee.
Chocolate or caramel?
Chocolate.
Okay. iOS or Android? You talked about your favorite device.
Android.
Really? I totally thought you'd be iOS. That's amazing.
I have a MacBook, but an Android phone. I hate the iOS operating system and the interface of the iPhone.
So. Okay, got you. All right. What is one of those weird quirks most people do not know about you?
I love Cheetos and peanut butter.
Together?
Mm-hmm. You get it?
Wow. Okay, guys, that's a new one for you to try. I've never heard of that. Okay.
Gotta be the crunchy, like Cheetos, not like the puffs or anything, and creamy Jif peanut butter.
Okay. All right. How about a bucket list item you have not yet completed?
Oh, going to London, hands down.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's the top of it.
Yeah, brilliant trip right there. Okay, the last question I want to ask you is, what motivates you to show up for your audience the way that you do each and every day?
This is a very good question. And I actually had a Facebook memory that popped up today on my phone. And I had written this, I had gotten 3-year-old photos done for my daughter, Harley, last year. And I also did it for me because I started my business all on social media 1 month before she was born.
Oh, wow.
So this like letter, I guess, to her, talking about how she's been there from the beginning, how she was like there kicking my bladder, making me pee every 20 minutes while I was building my website and emailing and creating content for clients while sitting at Starbucks. Mm-hmm. You know, she kept me up late to do feedings while I would do emails and all that kind of stuff. And so I definitely think it was a great reminder that my why 100% definitely is like my kids and my husband, because we live a very unique life and we want a lot of wonderful, unique things. And we have big goals for ourselves as individuals, and we have a hard time with a lot of systems and the way things are run. And so being able to have the flexibility and the freedom that comes with running your own business and being able to do what you want, when you want, work as long as you want or as little as you want, is a lot of power. Moving back here and seeing my family and my friends who do not live an entrepreneurial life, like tell me they can't do things because they don't have leave, or that they can't do something because they have to save it to go do this whatever thing, or they can't just go to stuff. It just blows my mind because I can't imagine being that way. So being able to be there for my kids is definitely, and my husband 100% is why I do this every day.
Yeah, I love that too. You have designed your business around your life, not your life around your business. And I love that. Guys, you definitely do not want to miss Desiree's session. If you have not yet grabbed your ticket, click on the link either in the description or in the title of this video, and make sure you go over there. You can scroll down to the agenda, find her session, and make sure you add it into your own calendar. There's also a calendar you can subscribe to inside the summit to make it super simple for you to get to those sessions that you do not want to miss. And I guarantee you, Desiree is one of them. Desiree, thank you so much for hanging out with us and letting us put you in the hot seat. We had so much fun.
No, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Remember, guys, let me help you grow your business with better content marketing by clicking that link and signing up to get your ticket today.
That's right. Exactly. Guys, we will see you inside the summit, and we'll see you inside the next speaker spotlight. Bye, everyone.